Welcome to Spring Convocation 2018. Please join me and the St. Thomas More Collegiate Choir in the singing of O Canada as we open our ceremony. Johnson, take it away.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, our true north, strong and free, from far and wide. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee, God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
I would like to acknowledge that the Justice Institute of British Columbia is located on the traditional lands of the Coast Salish Territory. In keeping with the traditional protocols, we wish to express our gratitude to the Musqueam and the Kakite First Nations who have ties to this territory. It is my honor to introduce Rhonda Larrabee of the Kakite First Nation to welcome us to the territories. Do you want them to see you? Thank you. You're welcome.
Please be seated. Get comfy. Okay, this doesn't want to. Hosiem. Good afternoon, graduates, family, friends, and distinguished guests. I would first like to thank the Justice Institute for understanding and honoring our culture for so many years. Thank you also for the Aboriginal gathering place for students who may be far from home and are made to feel welcome there. And I also would like to express deep gratitude for the care, love, and compassion that you've all shown for one of your own who has just been suffering from a terrible tragedy. We are on the land of the Coast Salish people, which stretches from Bella Coola, BC, through to Washington, USA, as far as Seattle. Here in New Westminster, we are on the traditional territory of the Kakite First Nation, and on behalf of my ancestors, I raise my hands in welcome. Kakite in our language means resting place, and we are often referred to as the river people. We have resided on the Fraser River for thousands of years, and surviving stone tools and many, many other artifacts indicate that this is true. The first European contact in 1579 with Sir Francis Drake points to a civilization of indigenous peoples, large villages made up of sturdy, decorated cedar houses. Our village was on the banks of the Fraser River near the Patello Bridge. The river was shared by many villages all the way up to Yale. And during the summer months, New Westminster was the place to be It was the gathering place for as many as 2,000 to 3,000 people who would meet here for fishing, berry picking, hunting, and socializing. Many marriages resulted from these gatherings, and we are closely connected by these familial ties. I have so many cousins and nieces and nephews. Oh, lost my page. As descendants from the people of the Kakite village, we have the responsibility to honor and carry on the legacy of our ancestors. The future is in the hands of our children and our grandchildren, environmentally, economically, artistically, and socially. And we are happily applauding the rising numbers of Indigenous graduates in all levels of education. Which brings us to why we are here today. Graduates. This rite of passage is an important milestone in your life. Your life from now on will not be spent studying, doing projects, cramming for exams, missing social events with friends and family. The many weeks, months, or even years you've spent to achieve your goal is quite an accomplishment, and you should be very proud. But don't forget to thank the loved ones who have supported you during this time, all along the way. Maybe a nice dinner for them? I offer you my heartfelt best wishes for an absolutely amazing future. Congratulations, graduates of 2018. Thank you very much. Haichka CM. Haichka.
As always, Rhonda, thank you so much for being here and giving us those lovely images that we can take with us to understand New West a little bit better. Mr. President, honored board members, distinguished guests, family, friends, and most importantly, you, the graduands. My name is Mary DeMarinis, and I'm the Registrar and Director of Student Affairs here at the Justice Institute of British Columbia. Today is one of our largest graduating classes, and I can see that we are at standing room only. I'm not sure, ushers, if there are any spaces left, if you can move people into them. If you get tired standing, there is an overflow space that you can watch the graduation ceremony. I know that's not exactly the same, but there is an overflow space if you get tired standing. I expect that our ceremony will be about an hour and 15 minutes with this number of graduates. It's my honor to serve as the Master of Ceremonies today and to welcome you to the Spring 2018 Convocation Ceremonies. As a first order of business, I would like to introduce the academic stage party. We're fortunate today to have Rob Croker, Chair of the JIBC Board of Governors. Rob. Seated next to him is JIBC President and CEO, Dr. Michelle Tarko. Dr. Tarko will be addressing the graduands a little later. It's our distinguished honor to have Justice Stephen Point join us as our special guest and honorary degree recipient. He has a number of family and friends, I believe. They're here, over here. Yes. And they are joining him, and I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all of you. On stage, we also have Colleen Vaughn, JIBC Vice President Academic. And we also have representatives from our schools and offices. If you can just stand as I call your name. Dr. Stu Bertan, Dean of the School of Criminal Justice and Security. Sarah Waring, Dean of the School of Public Safety. Barb Kidd, Dean of the School of Health, Community, and Social Justice. We also have on stage Chris Marquardt, graduating with a Bachelor of Law Enforcement Studies, who will be our student speaker today. I didn't butcher your name too badly, did I? No. he was helping me practice. We also have on stage Lisa Middleton and Greg Keenan, who has addressed you before as the head marshal for today's event. I'd also like to welcome the JIBC Foundation Board Chair, Bernie Magnum. Thanks, Bernie. We especially extend a warm welcome to family and friends of the graduating students and those who might be joining us by webcast, as well as JIBC instructors and staff. Today's ceremony is a formal recognition of your accomplishments in one of our degrees, diplomas, and certificates, or professional training programs, training that you will apply in your professional lives going forward. I'd like to call upon Rob Croker to deliver welcoming remarks on behalf of the JIBC Board of Governors.
Thank you, Mary. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the Board of Governors of the Justice Institute of British Columbia, I would like to extend warm welcome to our distinguished guests, our faculty, and our staff. I offer congratulations to all of our new graduates, their family, and friends. I'm honored to join you on this special day. For me, attending a JIBC convocation is always an uplifting and special occasion. It's my opportunity to join you and celebrate in the completion of one stage of your education and the beginning of your journey to making our community a safer and more just place. I know all of the graduates want to make a difference in the world, as is evidenced by their work and accomplishments, which we are gathered here today to celebrate. This desire to make a difference speaks very highly of you as individuals. Your education does not stop here, although. You will learn that out there, every day is often another school day, to your dismay. Just when you think you've experienced every circumstance, some new situation will arise. It may amaze you, it may astound you, and it's very likely to challenge you. At those times, I encourage you to fall back on the words and training of your instructors and the valuable lessons you have learned here at the Justice Institute. The foundation you have received here will help you navigate through your evolving careers. As all of us assembled on stage and those in the audience share in your pride today, we wish you the very best with your careers. Guests, family members, friends, let us give a large round of applause to all those who are graduating today and who have worked so hard and diligently. Thank you.
That's so true, isn't it? This is really only a day that ends one part of your learning and begins another. So true, Rob. Thank you. I would like to introduce our president. I did introduce our president earlier, but it's my pleasure to ask Dr. Michelle Tarko to come forward to the podium and address the graduating class.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Rob, Board Chair, and Chief Ronald Larrabee for your welcome to the territory. I just need to find my place. Distinguished colleagues, honored guests, friends, family of our graduates, it's my pleasure and honor to be here today to celebrate the academic and professional achievements you have accomplished here at the Justice Institute of British Columbia. Today we celebrate the achievement of approximately 330 graduates and the approximately 170 graduands who are here with us today who will be crossing the stage, having successfully completed their program of study in paramedicine, law enforcement studies, leadership, emergency management, to name a few. Convocation is a milestone that honors all of the time and energy you have dedicated to develop the knowledge, skills, and competencies you need for rewarding careers in justice and public safety. It is also a valuable opportunity for all of us to come together and reflect upon the value and significance of the education you have gained here at the Justice Institute of British Columbia. As some of you will know, JIBC is a unique public post-secondary institution with an important mission to develop dynamic justice and public safety professionals through our applied education, training, and research. We are currently celebrating our 40th anniversary. Since 1978, JIBC has had nearly 295,000 individuals enroll in our courses, all of which more than 40,000 have graduated from our programs, both non-credential programs and those leading to certificates, diplomas, advanced diplomas, and bachelor's degrees, as well as graduate certificates. JIBC was created to establish a more cooperative, collaborative model of educating and training justice and public safety professionals in British Columbia and beyond. Our graduates not only serve in law enforcement, firefighting, paramedicine, they also serve across the justice system as sheriffs, correctional officers, probation officers, and family justice counselors. They also work in areas of emergency management, search and rescue, and intelligence analysis. Like many of you here today, they are also out in the community every day helping individuals, families, and organizations as counselors, mediators, negotiators, and leaders in various fields. The general public may not be aware of the incredible work that our graduates do every day, but the significance of what they do, what you will be doing, is nevertheless great. At the heart of our learning model is a focus on scenario-based training. And as I watch students and recruits practice how to respond to a wide range of life situations, I am constantly impressed by their dedication to service. It is that evident desire to be the one coming to the rescue on people's absolute worst day of their lives that never fails to give me hope for the future. Each of you graduating today is part of this growing community of professionals working together to help build safer communities and a more just society. It is thus for me a great privilege to be here to share in your success and to celebrate your achievement of your education. Here at the Justice Institute of British Columbia, our instructors, our staff have worked tirelessly to help you achieve your education goals and prepare you for the world of work. As you move on to serve your communities, I encourage you to stay in touch and share your ideas and insights as fellow practitioners and help the next generation of JIBC students who will follow behind you. This all leads us towards JIBC's next 40 years, which will bring greater opportunities through offering of new master's degree programs in public safety leadership, intelligence analysis with concentrations in combating international financial cybercrime, as well as partnering with industry and business sectors to assist in meeting the labor market needs of British Columbia in the context of justice and public safety training, education, and applied research. Here at JIBC, we will continue to value diversity and inclusion of all people from around the world. Indeed, we strive to be as diverse as Canada itself, with a varied student body coming from all cultures, life stages, and walks of life from various professional backgrounds. In the midst of our proud diversity, there is one thing I believe we all share. That is a passion and commitment to serve our community and make a difference. Each and every day, there are examples of our graduates supporting the health, safety, and well-being of communities in British Columbia, across Canada, and around the world. In closing, I want to encourage you to serve in your respective roles with conviction, knowing that what you do does make a difference to the individuals you'll be helping and the communities you'll be supporting. As our everyday heroes, you are integral to creating a virtuous circle where business and industry can thrive because of the work you will do in contributing to JIBC's vision of a safer community and a more just society. Congratulations again to all of you, and my very best wishes as you embark on the next stage of your life and your career. Graduands, as you cross the stage today, it'll be my honor with our board chair and our honorary degree recipient to shake your hand and wish you continued success. Thank you. In this year, in terms of 2018, we are celebrating our 40th anniversary. It is our privilege to recognize Justice Stephen Point with an honorary degree for his dedication to public service and his leadership in the Indigenous community. In bestowing an honorary degree, the Justice Institute of British Columbia makes an explicit statement to its students and the global community about the qualities and character and accomplishments it respects. As we embark and mark JIBC's Ruby anniversary, it is fitting that we also celebrate the accomplishments of a groundbreaking British Columbian. Justice Point has exemplified exceptional commitment to serving the people of this province in the field of law and in legal and Indigenous education. His leadership in Indigenous community was perhaps best demonstrated during his term as Lieutenant Governor, when he strove to serve as a role model for Indigenous youth, encouraging them to succeed in education while still reaching and retaining their cultural identity. Between 2007 and 2012, Justice Point served as British Columbia's 28th Lieutenant Governor and was the first Indigenous person appointed to represent the Queen in the province of BC. Prior to that, he served as chief of the Scotkale First Nation and as tribal chair of the Stolo Nation and grand chief of the Stolo Tribal Council. He was called to the BC Bar in 1986 and practiced criminal law and native law. He served as an immigration adjudicator and provincial court judge before becoming chief commissioner of the British Columbia Treater Commission in 2005. He was reappointed as a provincial court judge in 2014. Today, on behalf of our graduates, JIBC faculty, staff, and the Board of Governors, I would like to express our gratitude to Justice Stephen Point for his commitment to public service and for inspiring generations of Indigenous youth to succeed and express pride in their culture. I would like to invite Justice Point to please come forward with Board Chair Rob Croker. Today we are honored to present to Justice Stephen Point JIBC's highest award for his dedication to public service and his leadership in the Indigenous community in British Columbia and Canada. Governor Croker, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the College and Institutes Act, and in accordance with the recommendation of the Board of Governors of the Justice Institute of British Columbia, I ask that you confer upon Justice Stephen Point the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, with all the rights, privileges, and honors here and elsewhere thereto appertaining. Congratulations, Dr. Point.
Just pull it right down. No. Thanks. Stephen, it's your turn. Okay. There you go. The podium's all yours.
Thank you. Mr. President, members of the Board of Directors, professors, graduates, and family members. First of all, let me express my gratitude to the Justice Institute for this honor. I graduated in 1985 from the law faculty, and I remember sitting where you're sitting right now. The years passed by very quickly, and when you get to my age, you begin to think about the years that you have ahead and the years that you've already gone through. You're sitting here now looking at the years ahead of you. As a judge, we get to see people come and go from the courtroom. Some of them come in from the front door, some of them come in from the back door. They're not very happy when they come in from the back door, I can tell you. But some of these people, whether they come in from my door as a judge, whether they're coming in from the prisoners' dock, where they come in as counsel, some of them have one thing in common. Something that they picked up along the way. Something that you may not have learned in your classrooms, but something that's essential to your success. And that one thing is integrity. No one will listen to you. No one will take you seriously if you don't have integrity. There's a book out, it's called The Four Agreements, and it talks about the aspects of integrity. What is it? One of the first things is to get over yourself. Stop looking in the mirror. Don't take yourself so seriously. In that process, you'll stop making assumptions about others too. Going into a room with assumptions, whether it's for your wedding day, whether it's for your graduation day, is a mistake. The second thing about integrity is to say the truth. It's not easy to be truthful. It's so easy to slip into a series of lies. Sometimes we lie to ourselves. We think too highly of ourselves, or we think too low of ourselves. Being honest with every word that you say is an impeccable goal, sometimes taking a lifetime to achieve. The other thing about integrity this book talks about is to do your best every day. Be on time. Don't make excuses. Finish that which you start. Because in the end, what they'll remember about you is that what you've done, how you've lived your life. You have one go around. You're born and you die. And in between those two times, you have a decision to make, how you're going to live it. I love that country song my daughter put out to me about, it's not who you knew, it's not what you did, but how you lived it. Be present in every moment of your life, not somewhere else, but be present in that which you are doing. Not quickly rushing through it just to get it done, not to please someone else, but to do a good job. Do your best every day. Finally, the last thing about integrity, don't take things personally. Take off your social mask. Put it aside for a while and discover who you truly are. Because sometimes your parents aren't right. Sometimes your friends aren't right. Take some time to find out who you truly are inside. Each of you have come with a gift. Find out what it is. Nurture it throughout your lifetime. and then share it with everyone else. Life is like a library. Your job is not only to discover that which is inside its doors, but also to make a contribution. Today is a beginning, a new one for you, and I hope and I pray for you that when you get to my place in life, you can honestly say that you've put a book on the shelf called Your Life. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. The graduates, you're very fortunate to be able to remember that you were at the graduating ceremony with Dr. Stephen Point. Sorry about that. You'll remember that probably. Thank you, Dr. Point. It is our great pleasure to have such a distinguished honorary degree recipient with us today. We take the time at each graduation ceremony to have a student address the graduating class. These remarks are representative of the transformative role that JIBC plays in each of your lives. Today, it's my pleasure to introduce Christopher Marquardt as this year's representative. Our student, Christopher, grew up in Fort St. John in northern BC and moved to Edmonton shortly after high school, where he attended MacEwan University before really seeing the light and transferring to Victoria, where he completed JIBC's Bachelor of Law Enforcement Studies program. For his award-winning fourth-year capstone project, he researched the challenges faced by police in dealing with the fentanyl crisis and potential police strategies to address the problem. Christopher is also a recipient of a JIBC general bursary for his academic achievement. In his fourth year, Christopher volunteered in the community engagement unit of the Saanich Police Department, interacting and educating the community on crime prevention issues. He plans to pursue a career in law enforcement. We're pleased to have Christopher address the graduating class.
Usually when I'm called Christopher, I'm in trouble, so...
You're really in trouble because of Christopher.
Yeah, hopefully I'm not that much in trouble today. But thank you, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, faculty members, governors, alumni, Indigenous leaders and elders, special guests, family, friends, and of course, graduates of 2018. I'm absolutely honored, privileged, and humble to be representing class of 2018 here at Convocation. Folks, today we come together to celebrate a significant milestone of graduating a program here at the Justice Institute of British Columbia. Getting a post-secondary education in a field that I'm passionate about and inspired by is an absolute privilege for me. So for today, I have a few themes I'd like to cover and highlight from my experience as a student. They are the value of education, critical thinking, listening, learning, and gratitude. 6 years ago, I had the opportunity to travel to Ghana in Western Africa. I went with a group of some of my closest friends where we volunteered in an orphanage full of kids. That experience alone changed my life. It changed my life because it made me realize the things that I'm grateful for. But it also made me realize the things I took for granted and never thanked anybody for. Things such as going and getting an education, given opportunities in life, having a stable job, unconditional love and support from family and friends and the people that are important to us, good health, or something as small as having a warm meal to eat or a warm bed to sleep in. While in Africa, I met kids that would literally sacrifice all they had just because they wanted to go to school. They wanted to learn. They wanted to grow. They wanted to become successful. They had dreams just like all of us. At times, these kids would be beaten and starved, sometimes to death, all because they wanted to go and get an education. I share this today because we must never forget how privileged and lucky we are to have gone to school and received an education. Because there's literally kids in this world and people out there who would die to be in our shoes today. We live in a world in which education is so important, yet not everyone has equal opportunities to it. Our generation and class of 2018 need and must be a part of the bigger picture and solution to help change the world in which everyone is equal, where everyone is treated fairly, with respect, kindness, dignity, peace, and love, no matter their race, gender, age, socioeconomic status, abilities or disabilities, strengths or weaknesses, sexual orientation or identity, religion or beliefs. We must all and should all be treated equally. Attending school means something different for all of us. Not everyone has the same experiences. We all learn differently, but we grow together. One thing that school has taught me was to fail. Failing in disguise is achievement. If we grow and learn from our failures, in return, we become bigger and better than ever before. If you think about it, imagine if a scientist quit after a failed experiment, we wouldn't have half the innovations, technology, or medications we have today. One of my favorite actors of all time, Denzel Washington, said, and I quote, "Fail big." He said, "Fail big. If we are passionate about something in life, that will drive us to take chances. And when we take chances, that means we will fail. So don't be afraid to fail. We are not seen by our movement in life, but rather our progress." School has also taught us to think outside the box. Think critically of the world around us and the problems we face today. Challenge ourselves, challenge each other, work together, and question the status quo. We should improve things that are good to make them even better. But most importantly, think outside the box. School has also taught us to be accepting of others, accepting of differences, and accepting of change. I was told that our generation sucks at listening. Ask my parents. We live in a world today where people are too quick to judge and form an opinion without listening first. As graduates of 2018, let's give someone the opportunity to talk and just listen to them. The power of listening can be an incredible thing. And if you don't believe me, ask any emergency personnel on the street today. We owe it to ourselves, we owe it to the world around us, and most importantly, we owe it to the next generation. We did not get to where we are today alone. I'm not standing on stage here today because I did it myself. We must say thank you to the most important people in our lives who have helped us along the way. To parents, siblings, family, friends, classmates, instructors, coaches, teammates, coworkers, and bosses, or anyone in our lives who are important, who have helped direct us, protect us, and correct us throughout our journey. You all need to know that we appreciate every minute of your time. Our class needs to remember to look behind us, to where we came from, remember how we got to this point in life, and remember to reach out with our arms and grab the hands of others, help lift and support them so that they can have the same opportunities that we are today as being successful graduating. In the end, many people will come up to us graduates and say, "Congratulations, you're finished." But in reality, we're just beginning. We're just getting started. So join me, class of 2018, in continuing to learn, continuing to grow, continuing to fail, and getting a career and job that will challenge us each and every day. In being involved in our communities to help make them safer and healthier. In being humble and grateful for the things we have. And striving for success, respecting and accepting all, and working together to change the world one step at a time. And most importantly, never give up. The world needs our 100% attention. They also need us to follow our dreams and passions that we have in life. It's our time to make a difference. It's our time to change the world. So today, as we walk out that door together, remember one thing, and that's to fall forward. Because as Denzel Washington said again, it hurts more to fall backwards where we can't see than it is to fall forward where we can. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chris. I will now ask Governor Croker and President Tarko to confer the degrees, diplomas, and certificates. Would members of the graduating class please rise?
Governor Croker, as President of the Justice Institute of British Columbia, I present to you these candidates and certify that they have successfully completed all of the requirements established by the status of this institute for their degrees, diplomas, certificates. I request that you confer on the graduates who are present today and those who are unable to be present their degrees, diplomas, and certificates, and that you grant them the rights and privileges and challenge them to accept all of the obligations and responsibilities arising therefrom.
As Chair of the Board of Governors at the Justice Institute of British Columbia, by authority of the powers vested in me, I hereby confer upon you the degrees, diplomas, and certificates to which you have demonstrated your entitlement to the satisfaction of the Board, with such title, honor, duties, rights, and privileges as are proper to them. Please be seated.
Well, graduates, this is the time that you've all been waiting for. Your respective deans will read your names, and we ask you to please pause briefly at the front of the stage for a photo, and then continue down the left side of the stage. Parents and guests, you are absolutely welcome to come up as you see your graduate coming across the stage and get a photo. We think the left side of the stage is the best place for you to get to see that. We do have a professional photographer taking photos of your graduate as they cross the stage. So if you miss that photo, there's always an opportunity to get the photos later. Mr. President, Board Governor, are you prepared to receive the graduates? I'd like to call upon Barb Kidd to present the candidates for the School of Health, Community, and Social Justice.
Thank you, Mary, and good afternoon, everyone. It's my privilege and honor to present to you the graduates for the School of Health, Community, and Social Justice. It's always hard to be first. Thank you. Graduating with a certificate in conflict resolution, in mediation and third-party intervention and negotiation, Chris Freak. Graduating with a certificate in conflict resolution, mediation, and third-party intervention, please congratulate Alan Hagstrom. Also with a certificate in conflict resolution, mediation, and third-party intervention, Mary Jane Schutz. And graduating in the Advanced Specialty Certificate in Community Care Licensing, Angela Long. Now for the graduates in the Certificate of Primary Care Paramedicine, Paul Alberts. Christopher Bunnigan. Keisha Siton. Lisa Doach. Ariana Dudley. Brandon Fee. Aniko Hawthorne. Still in primary care paramedicine, Connor Hegel. Ben Hyatt. Kelsey Johnson. Roshan Jumaladen. Brittany Kachur. Patricia Coaster. Chandra Lee Kuntz. Shannon Lee. Lily Leong. Okay, you're killing me. Saeed Mabuni Shabori. Did I do okay? Julio Melendez. Jaylene Menon. Lucas Nash. Alejandro Navarro. Arete Theodora Nicoledi. Stacy O'Toole. Lisa Prince. Casey Pummel. Michael Riger Rowe. Glenn Rumley. Parminder Sangha. Tyler Sprott. Bella Starr. Taylor Sullivan. John Trunco. Eric Valant. Brenda Williams. Okay, this class is having too much fun. Jessica Wurst. Zi Ying Yang.
I'd like to call upon Dr. Stu Bertan to present the candidates for the School of Criminal Justice and Security.
My sincere congratulations to all graduates, in particular my school grads. Let's roll. The Certificate in Investigation and Enforcement Skills, Sanjeev Dayal. Leanne Fogarty. Bachelor of Law Enforcement Studies, Archie Acosta. Kevin Anderson. Brian Bognar. Dominique Cloutier. Melissa Cook. Pavindit Dhaliwal. Navraj Dosanjh. Randall Forster. Josh Gertson. Monica Gossel. Daniel Haynes. Jordan Henderson. Matthew Inslee. Gurjuan Kaila. Gurleen Kalkat. Jonah LaChapelle. Charles Lee. Thomas LeMay. Matthew Lay. Mitchell Lyons. Chris Marquardt. Megan McGibbon. Samar Magarbel. Natasha Pandra. Joshua Prinster. Terrence Ryder. Artashina Singh. Inderpal Sran. Jessica Taylor. Sheldon Veneris. Natalie Rose Verdicchio. Kyle Wills Fournier. Grayson Wilson. Cassidy Zaishli. Diploma in Law Enforcement Studies, Darren Abbas. Laura Anderson. John Atazo. Kylie Arno. Gurleen Badesha. Caitlin Bevins. Parm Bullar. Brianne Bahari. Taj Bindra. Spencer Blundell. Dania Bouchard. Jordan Chang. Tomasz Cieslik. Brianna Durker. Amrit Paul Singh Danoa. Manmeet Danoa. Rajanbir Desi. Joseph Evans. Joe Gale. Amanda Gallet. Amrit Garcha. Amandeep Gill. Isti Gill. Parvinder Gill. Damanjit Guraya. Azmat Hidayat. Brooklyn Jensen. Naveed Khan. Baljinder Lali. Jaswinder Lali. Hayden Malcolm. Nicholas Manhouse. Emma Marzin. Robert McCluskey. Heather Minty. Paul Nguyen. Navjot Pada. George Pyle. Aidan Potter. Stephen Prasad. Gerard Irwin Ramirez. Mukanj Rana. Dennis Runtertar. Is that okay? Tani Sadra. Mantej Sandhu. Simarjot Sarao. Denzel Seguit. Thank you. Amanjot Sidhu. Gurkarat Sidhu. Jason Singh. Emma Smith. Jasdeep Sra. Miki Stobart. Neha Umendran. Milad Wahid. Shannon Walker. Victoria Worth. Benjamin Zerden.
I'd like to call upon now Sarah Waring to present the candidates for the School of Public Safety.
Good afternoon and congratulations to all of our graduates. It's my pleasure to present those from the School of Public Safety. Bachelor of Emergency and Security Management Studies, Daniel Layton. Darlene Sunderland. Diploma in Emergency and Security Management, Matthias Burkle. Certificate in Emergency Management, Sylvia Dan. David Jepson. Denise Langus. Nicolai Soren Langu. Joanne Topping. Certificate in Firefighting Technologies, Suleiman Khan. Certificate in Fire Officer, Hamoud Al-Khaldi. Rick Shelton. Thank you.
All our graduates are sitting down again, and I'd like to call upon Bernie Magman to present the Bob Hall Award. Bernie.
Thank you. Good afternoon, and congratulations to our graduates. It's a thrill to be here to celebrate your achievements and calling to justice and public safety. My name is Bernie Magnan, and I am chair of the Justice Institute of British Columbia Foundation. For almost 25 years, the JIBC Foundation has been inspiring giving for important needs that enhance education, training, student learning, and applied research at JIBC. As JIBC celebrates its 40th anniversary this year, we recognize the generosity of our donors who have funded awards and bursaries, specialized equipment, and innovative educational opportunities to help support tomorrow's justice and public safety heroes. All of you. Just turn the page. Today, it is my honor to present the Bob Hull Memorial Award. This award was established in memory of Bob Hull, former director of the JIBC Police Academy, who passed away in 2006. Bob served in the RCMP for 25 years before retiring as a staff sergeant. The Bob Hull Memorial Award recognizes academic achievement in the Law Enforcement Studies Diploma Program and is awarded to the top graduating student. I'm pleased to announce that Joseph Gale is a recipient of the Bob Hull Memorial Award. Joseph, you could please join me up here on stage.
Just before we conclude today's ceremony, we have the pleasure to hear again from the St. Thomas More Collegiate Choir, who will present two numbers. One is the Star Wars Melody, and the other is This Is Me by Johnson Louis. Not you didn't write them, but...
How far do you want me to? Oh. This far. Closer.
I'm not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, No one will love you as you are, but I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send the flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me, look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. Another round of bullets in my skin will fire away, 'cause today I won't let the shades in. We are bursting through the barricades and reaching for the sun. We are warriors, and that's what we realize earlier. I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send the flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me, look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. This is me.
When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, gonna send the flood, gonna drown them out. This is brave, this is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be. This is me.
Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. Whenever the words wanna cut me down, I'll send the blood to drown them out. This is me.
Congratulations, graduates! Our ceremony is almost complete, but I would be remiss if I did not recognize and thank a number of people who made this ceremony possible. Lila Orr, you have my undying gratitude, and as well as all of the RO staff. Thank you to the marketing and communications team, to facilities, and to IT who make the ceremony possible. Thank you to the cafeteria for the delightful reception that would follow, to the deans and all the school reps who worked to ensure that all the information is passed along to my office. Finally, to the many, many, many volunteers who have given up their afternoon to be part of the day. My most sincere thank you to all of you. My thanks again to the St. Thomas More Collegiate Choir, directed by Johnson Louis, who was able to perform for your enjoyment. My thanks also to those who have put in countless hours to ensure that this event is truly memorable for all in attendance. So you graduates, you may have noticed that when you processed in here, I called you graduands. You are now referred to as graduates. The difference is just the sound of a word. But in fact, it's subtle, but very, very important. It means that you've had a journey. The word graduand means that you're waiting to graduate, and graduate means that you've completed that. I bring this to your attention because I want you to take a moment and reflect on this change. The change in the word symbolizes a journey that you have not done on your own. This gym is filled with loved ones that have walked alongside you as you made the journey. These are the people who agreed to eat at leftovers night after night. These are the people who graciously agreed to go without you to an event because you had a paper to write or a test to study for. Most importantly, these are the people who gave up time with you because they believed in you and what you were trying to do. Graduates, it's your turn to recognize those that have made this journey possible. I'd like you to stand, turn around in your seats, and join with me as we thank them for their sacrifices that allowed you to complete your studies and earned your respectful credential. Excellent. Have your seats. Thank you for joining him. And I think you heard from all of us up here on the stage today that as you begin this journey, don't forget to look back and be grateful for all that you've been able to accomplish, right from the education that you have and the support that you have to do that. Mr. President, honored Board of Governor, are you prepared to release the class of spring 2018? I declare this ceremony officially over. Please rise as the academic procession and the graduates leave the gym. Head Marshal, Mr. Piper, please recess the gym.